Pharmacy mid-year 2022 in Las Vegas, Nevada was almost my downfall. And while I take a lot of personal responsibility for how I kind of fell into multiple pieces during residency, I do think that that event, had that not happened, things would have been very different. Okay, mid-year tried to take me out, and it almost did. So it started off, I worked that day. I worked a day shift in the satellite pharmacy of the ICU. I was a pharmacy resident. And so me and my co-resident and one of the PGY2s, we all worked the whole day, and then we left for the airport, and it was dark and cold, and I have horrible seasonal depression, fun fact about me, and I hate when it's dark and cold, and so I'm emo as fuck in the back of an Uber on my way to the airport. Like, when else are you gonna listen to Avril Lavigne and cry a little bit? But then I get to the airport. I call my husband. I'm like, I need to come home. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I didn't want to go. And that's because I didn't know what I wanted to do. Like, I knew I wanted to do emergency medicine, but like the idea of doing a PGY2 was like a lot for me. And I didn't know if I wanted to do one, but I felt like I couldn't be an emergency medicine pharmacist if I didn't do one. Plot twist, I didn't do one, and I am an emergency medicine pharmacist. But anyway, at the time, that wasn't even like something that my brain could comprehend. So I was freaking out because I was supposed to interview with all these people at all these places, and I didn't know what I wanted to do because I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. So we get there, and I mean, not gonna lie, I was just drunk the whole time. I was drunk the whole time. When I wasn't drunk, I was hungover. Yeah, I did the splits at a club. That was fun. And the interviews, I think they were okay, but I kind of, me and the substances kind of just like erased all of it because I was straight up not having a good time. I was so sad. And you would think like seasonal depression, you're somewhere where it's warm and sunny. Yeah, but it's Las Vegas. So I'm not sure there is an outdoors. I'd never found it. I don't think it exists. You think you're outside, but really you're just in another building somehow. It's like a dream where you're going somewhere and something's happening, and then all of a sudden switches into something else. That's how it feels to try to go outside in Las Vegas. So that was awful, terrible, horrible. And then, best part, you ready for this? I got COVID. And at the time, I was very grateful for this, but you were required to be out of work for 10 days. Not grateful that I was required. Grateful that it didn't take any of my sick time, my sick days. However, I was a resident, so I still had to work from home. But that meant, because it's December and I have COVID and I can't go anywhere, it meant that I missed all of the holiday parties. So again, I'm going through it mentally. I am struggling. And I'm sick. And I'm working from home, and I don't get to do any of the fun stuff with my co-residents. And the holidays, everyone's bonding, everyone's having a great time, and here's me at home, sick and alone. It's funny, but it was sad. I was so fucking sad. And that was my downfall. It kept going down, kept going down from there. Don't worry, I made it out, and it's okay now. Everything's fine. Everything's great. But yeah, I often wonder how different the rest of my residency year would have been if I didn't get COVID, or if I went into that trip in a better mindset and didn't just like have horribly unhealthy coping mechanisms, aka getting drunk and doing the splits. That honestly, that part wasn't necessary to share, uh, but I felt that it added to my lore, and I'm all about lore building around here. Uh, so yeah, I take personal responsibility for falling into little bits and pieces, but I do think that mid-year just like accelerated that. And then me getting sick at mid-year and not being able to go to the holiday parties and have that community and bonding and the people around me, I was just like, oh, okay. Everyone hates me and wishes I would die. Cool. That's not what was happening. I was just homesick. And they were just like living their lives. Not good, not